Hello and welcome to what will be my last video of the year. Today I'm going to be doing a story known as Web of Dimensions, which, as TV Tropes points out, has to be seen to be believed. And it's also worth noting that the author went on to become Linkara. Yes, that's Linkara. So what better way to send out the year than to take a piss out of somebody I barely know? Our hero, Ash, is travelling around the Orange Islands to earn badges for the Orange League. He is with his trusty Pikachu, Misty, and Tracy Sketchit. Ash, I'm so hungry! Tracy, there should be an island nearby. Misty, let's hurry, Togepi's getting hungry! Show, don't tell. All of a sudden, a splash was heard behind them! There's an exclamation mark there. Lapras turned around. There, gasping for breath and floating in the water, was the Webmaster. Who's the Webmaster? Ash, is that who I think it is? Tracy, yes, it's the Grand Pokemon Master! You mean the character who's never been hinted to exist in canon and was invented just with his fic? Webmaster, yes, please could you help me up there, Ketchum? How does he know his name? Ash helped the Webmaster up to Lapras, who coughed for breath a little more. Ash, it's nice to see you again, Lewis. Mary Sue alert there. Tracy, Ash, do you know him? Tracy, yeah, I met him at the Pokemon League tournament. He said he was investigating a cheater within the ranks. The Webmaster, aka Grand Pokemon Master Lewis, definite Mary Sue there, remembered it quite clearly. The cheater in question was a temple distortionist who was there to plant a bomb and disrupt the flow of time, so Ash Ketchum wouldn't someday rise to be the Grand Pokemon Master. So it's also a canon Sue alert. Misty, why are you here? I mean, people don't just fly out to the ocean and drop there. Pikachu, Pika? Lewis, well, I'm investigating another disturbance. None of you would happen to know anything about any strange people coming around or strange natural disasters happening. Ash, no, nothing like that. Webmaster sat down and sighed. He looked transfixed at the water. Lewis, Lapras might want to turn left right now. Ash, why? All of a sudden a whirlpool opened in front of them. Lewis, that's why. Ash, Lapras, Ice Beam, try to freeze it. Ice Beam is not capitalized, by the way. Lapras fired its Ice Beam into the whirlpool, freezing the water pressure from going around any further. Lewis, there's a tornado coming at us northeast rather quickly. If we not get us out of here immediately, we were sucked in. Ash, how did you? Lewis, now! True to his word, a tornado was coming at them at high speed with no chance of stopping. Okay, definite Mary Sue here. Yeah, not only does Ash already know him, not only is he some badass as is important to Ash's journey, but he can also sense natural disasters. There's Misty, we have to do something! 3 exclamation marks. Lewis, indeed, hold on! Everyone grabbed hold of Lapras' shell and Lewis's eyes glowed bright. Lapras teleported with everyone aboard it to a nearby island. How? 2 hours later, Ash, Misty, Tracy and Pikachu awoke. Ash, is everyone alright? Pikachu, cheer. Tracy, yeah, I'm okay. Hey, wait, where's Lewis? Misty, look out! Everyone turned their faces to see 3 mechanical robots floating in the air. They were round, with a visual lens in its centre, 2 short arms with 3-fingered claws. Oz, Robot 1, this is Drudger Unit 1. Surrender all weaponry and identify yourself. Ash, we don't have any weapons. I'm Ash, this is Pikachu, that's Misty, and this is Tracy. AC, Robot 2, engage mind scan. Ash, mind scan? Suddenly a wave of blue energy hit our heroes, causing them to scream in pain. Again, show, don't tell. L, man in shadows, young man, are you alright? Ash slowly woke up. He looked around. Pikachu, Misty and Tracy were nowhere to be found. Ash, I think so. Where are my friends? My Pokeballs are gone. I'll let you insert your own innuendo there. Okay. I need to find my place now. Man, yes. The old bat must have taken him to another sex mansion. The judges must have brought you here. Ash, judges? Man, the robots. Ash, what are they trying to keep out? They look pretty serious. Serious? Man, it's not really what they're trying to keep out. What they're trying to keep out. What? What? Hehehe. Ash, yeah. Man, you're not frightened of me? Ash, no? Should I be? Hey, man, no. Anyway, my name is Sancroft. Could you help me back onto my bed? The old bat will come sniffing soon. Ash, old bat? Who's that? Man, she's the one who's supposed to be my caretaker. You see, my legs don't work. Suddenly the doors swing open and an old woman stood there laughing. Women, so trying to escape, are you? It's too late, Sancroft. I've already told them you're here. No need for them to find you. I go show them where you are. That was a terribly worded sentence. And man, what have you done, you insane bat? Woman cackles and walks off. All of a sudden, my room shakes. Man, young man, you must leave. I won't want any witnesses. Ash, what are you talking about? Who's that woman talking about? What has she done? Man, she's done a deal. You must leave. They want me, not you, but they'll kill you if they find you here. Ash, I'm not going anywhere without my friend, and you're coming with me. Ash helps Sancroft onto his wheelchair, and the two scurry off and manage to find the old woman's room. The two enter and find Misty, Tracy and Pikachu gagged and tied up. Conveniently. Ash goes over and helps him escape, and he explains the situation. Sancroft, quickly, you must leave. The security monitors already show that you're here. Wait, I just realised, he told us instead of showing us. The monitors showed the old woman laughing at a group of soldiers. Woman, ha ha ha! You see? I told you I'd bring you here. Welcome to the house of Sancroft, infamous first night of Valacia. Soldier, there must be no witnesses. Why is every word in that sentence its own sentence? Soldiers fire their guns, our heroes turn away from the sight. That's the wrong version of sight. Right. Ash, close the doors. Pikachu, electrify the doors so we can't get in. Pikachu, Suddenly a pounding was heard at the doors. Soldier, Sancroft, first night of Valacia. Here each decree recorded into this tape recorder. 2001, where tape recorders were the latest, were still cutting edge technology. Decree. Sancroft, although it was a decision of the court for you to have life imprisonment, the citizens of Calfador have always found your continued existence a moral appall. We do this secretly, without witnesses, for our allies must not know it is we who strike you down in the name of all that is good in the universe. Is there a backstory I'm missing here? Misty, Sancroft, you're some kind of... Sancroft, war criminal. A long time ago. A lifetime ago. Tracy, there must be some way we can... Here, hello? We're here by accident. If you could just... Soldier, the citizens of Calfador have no quarrel with you. But we regret, there must be no witnesses. Suddenly the doors burst open and gunshots fire. TBC. And, okay. Okay. And we continue. TK. We are finally all back together except for Mimi. Oh, in the Digimon part of the fic, I know bugger all about Digimon. Except for Mimi. Anyway, War Greymon and Metal Garurumon attacked Piedmon, but they were turned into keychains by Piedmon. One by one, all of my friends were turned into keychains, except for me, Kyrie, and Patamon. Wow, you managed to make being sent to the Shadow Realm sound threatening. The keychain of Matt talked to me, telling me to not have faith in myself. I think that was a really poorly written sentence. Then, Angemon digivolved into Magna Angemon and healed the others. Mimi arrived the army of Digimon and we finally beat Piedmon. But then Jedi emailed us and told us that some other evil force has sent the Dark Masters. Now what's going to happen? Suddenly a single being teleports before them. The Webmaster. Ty. It's Lewis. Note, I'm changing the spelling of the name of my previous fanfics called Puppetmon's Past because it has to do with part 4. I'd probably look up that. Matt. That's impossible. Lewis was killed by Puppetmon, Lewis. Things are not always what they seem, Matt. Suddenly the webmaster's eyes lit up and Tyne's sword disappeared and reappeared in a deep ocean. Absolutely zero tension in that writing. Like, at all. Oh. The two gasped for breath, trying to comprehend what was going on. Suddenly the two were pulled from the water onto a large metal structure. They were pushed down a tube leading into it, and they were met by several officers in uniform. He spoke to them for a moment, but it took a moment for them to comprehend what language they were speaking. Sora, German. They're speaking German. I learned some German myself a little while ago. How convenient. And I tried to talk to them. Sora began speaking to the German captain. It's clear the author's never taken a German language class in his entire life. Otherwise he would actually give us this conversation. But again, he probably wouldn't. Alright. Captain, we are here by accident. German captain, this is the submarine, you're 20. Where did your two children come from? Ship we sank had only about a crew of 20 or more, and we know that children would not be allowed on British ships. In fact, you just dropped out of nowhere. Sir, my name is Sora, and that's Ty. We're a little confused ourselves, Captain. Well, until you can give us a proper explanation of why you are here, you will be taken to the hall. Schmitz! English children below. Schmitz, the most generic name for a German bad guy. Schmitz, which is now spelt with only one T instead of the two used before, nodded and pushed Ty and Zora down 2 decks into the hold. Ty, Zora, what's going on? Did he give you any knowledge about what's going on? So, let's see, you 20 singing British ships? I think somehow in the middle of the First World War. Voice, very astute observation, young Digidestin. Ty and Sora snap their heads around, see Lewis sitting in a corner near them. Ty, okay Lewis, we want explanations now. Lewis, chill, it was an error on my part. I was trying to teleport you to a safer location, but by inexperience sent you back in time instead. If you can make it back to the area you once were, you'll find a blue box. Ox, you mean the TARDIS? Get someone inside of it to open the door for you. Be taken back to the others. I can't stay much longer. A million echoed the Lewis you know. Goodbye. Lewis faded away. Still no tension. Ty, how are we supposed to get back there? This submarine's probably heading back to base. Sora, I have an idea. Guard, I must see the captain. I have important information for the Kaiser. And he spelled Kaiser with a Z. 20 minutes later, Sora and Ty with the captain in his quarters. Captain, what information are you talking about? Are you ready to explain yourselves? There's no question mark there. Sora, yes, Captain. We stowed away on the British ship. We're German spies on a mission to retrieve delicate information. We found evidence of American involvement in the war, Captain. But the Americans are not involved in the war. Not openly, at least. So, well, we found proof of it. It's in a blue box back when you found us. It's floating on the surface. As if we don't retrieve it, we could lose the war. Captain, I'm sorry, but I cannot turn back. The U-40 is finishing a very long term of service, and he started that sentence with no capital letters, and everyone on this ship is ready to return home. I cannot turn back on the low amount of power we have for some crate that may or may not exist. Guard, take them back to their quarters. The guards shoved them back with a hand pistol. Must be a powerful hand pistol, and started leading them back. Ty, what now? Sora, plan B. Sora suddenly turned around and kicked the German guard right where his legs met. Met what? He then grabbed the hand pistol and pointed at his head. Sora, we are going back. Go to the captain's room and tell him we are going back. Ty, this is a side of Sora I wish I had never met. Within 10 minutes the ship had turned around and was now back at the spot Sora and Ty had been found. The two were now on the surface of the submarine with the captain and 2 guards. Captain, what are you going to do now? Sora? Jump? So, exactly. Goodbye, Captain. Take care. We didn't really know what we were getting into. Why is every sentence except goodbye, Captain ends in an exclamation mark? Ty and Sora threw the pistol back to them. Wrong version of threw there. Jumped into the water. Lieutenant, Captain, the American ship Lusitania is heading this way. We do not have enough power to engage. Captain, we must dive. Captain, very well. Get us out of here. Stupid box, open up, anyone, let us in. So, for the love of God, open the doors. Suddenly the two saw the American warship coming at them with no chance of changing course. Tai, whoever's responsible for all of this really wants us dead. And on to part 3. Dark female voice. Two of the dimensions have been compromised. The poketorical and the digital. Poketorical. Dark male voice. And the sailor logical. Dark metallic voice. The Queen's force is already at work. Webmaster has done nicely. He knows it or not, Serena was, as usual, late for school. It was the morning just after we had found Sailor Venus and Artemis. No, it wasn't, because the morning afterwards is the immediate next episode. Oh, I'm going to be late. Why can't, and for once, I just get off my lazy back and go to school on time? And I think this is where I should cue the music. Hey, give me a minute to bring it up. Suddenly a deep wind covered the area with black smoke. Serena shielded her eyes and then the black smoke disappeared as quickly as it came. Serena, what? What happened? I'd better call Amy. Why did you use the dub name for Serena but the Japanese name for Sailor Mercury? Serena pulled out her communicator and Amy's face appeared. Amy, what do you want, Serena? Some cute kid appearing? Some video game you want me to know about? Serena, Amy, for once I'm serious. Something weird just happened. Amy, how would you care? Oh, come on, Amy is not that much of a bitch. You don't even take the Sailor Scout business seriously. Leave me alone. Oh, what a bitch. Amy's image disappeared from the communicator and Serena just stood there looking shocked. Serena, Amy never acts like that. Maybe she's just studying really hard. Oh yeah, I got to get to school. Serena started running to school again. She passed a hardware store with TVs in it. She stopped when she saw the sight. Newscaster. These monsters are appearing all over the city with no explanation. He misspelled explanation with 2 E's. He's 1A. Of what is going on. The army has managed to stop some of them, but they are mysteriously appearing and reappearing out of nowhere. The image switched to a Tyrannomon firing blasts of fire, then it disappeared. Newscaster. This mysterious sea creature also forced the bay and docks to be closed until further notice. Scenes showed a Gyarados firing hyper beams, again not capitalized, out of water then going underwater. Serena, wow, this is serious. I'm going to have to talk to the others ASAP. Serena ran to school, finally arriving. At lunchtime, she went over to talk to Lita. Lita, did you see what's on the news? Buzz off, Serena. Lita walked off away from her. Serena walked over to Melvin. Melvin, what's going on? Why is everyone being so mean to me today? Melvin, oh, like you don't know, Serena. You only care about yourselves. You don't even think about the emotions of others, and you won't even think before you step. You can just leave me alone. Melvin walked off too. Serena, I don't believe this is happening. No one's ever been so mean to me before. Serena began crying. Suddenly a boy with brown hair walked up to her. Boy, don't cry, Serena. Serena. Ryusu, is that you? Standing in one of the school uniforms was the webmaster. Okay, he's definitely a Mary Sue. Ryusu. Yeah, it's me. I'm visiting from London. How did the two know each other? A temple's distortionist came to a Sailor logical dimension. You really can't think of a better name for it than that. Temple scouts to London. The webmaster arrived to stop the distortionist under the guise of Ryusu. He needed extra power and claimed he was the Sailor Scout of London, Sailor Centauri. He wore strong armor with attacks like Giga Destroyer and Lights of Centauri. He defeated the temple distortionist and sent the scouts back home. Oh, and I'm going to be changing the music a bit, so bear with me a minute. Serena jumped up and hugged him. She then stared at him blank for a moment. Ryusu, wait, what is it? Serena, nothing, just Ramon there. You look strange familiar. I'm so happy you're here. Everything's gone mad. People don't believe in me anymore. I called Lou and she said they decided to revoke me as Sailor Moon and give it to someone more responsible. Ryusu, well, to tell you the truth, Serena, they're right. What an asshole. Oh, okay, I've got the next song up. Up now, let's go. Oh, what? Ryusu, you don't deserve the awesome power you've gotten. You've obtained, not you've gotten. To be honest, the world would be a lot better off without you. Serena began to cry again. Serena, no! It's not true, I won't believe it! Serena ran off into the street. Dark female voice. She's resisting. We're going to have to make this a little more convincing. Dark metallic voice. Make it quick. Serena was now in the street. Suddenly she looked ahead. Tauros were madly coming into the street. Started running in the opposite direction. Only to see a more disgusting sight. Dozens of tank mon. She froze and looked around. No one was around. Serena. Moon Prism Power! Serena quickly transformed to Sailor Moon. Fortunately that it did not flaunt. That is not what flaunt means. The tank mon over Tauros. She froze, not thinking to use her tiara. Suddenly a rose splashed down and Tuxedo Mask grabbed her and pulled her away as the tank mon and Tauros crashed into one another. He's doing fine for someone who was stabbed in the arm last night. Sailor Moon, thank you Tuxedo Mask. Cram it, Brad. I only saved you because I didn't want more innocent lives gone. You're pathetic. You don't deserve the name Sailor Moon. At least Sailor Moon can defend herself. Goodbye, you blonde freak. Tuxedo Mask jumped away. Sailor Moon began crying once more. Dark male voice. Good strategy. Tuxedo Mask will surely convince her. Dark female voice. Don't underestimate Sailor Moon. I've fought her plenty of times now. She is not one to underestimate. Serena stood on a cliff in a quarry about half a mile from Tokyo. Ryusu's words echoed through her mind. The world would be a lot better off without you. Serena. He's right. Even Tuxedo Mask doesn't believe in me anymore. Time the world is without their Sailor Moon. She took a deep breath and was just about to jump off when... Voice. No, Serena! Dark female voice. What? What's happening? Serena turned around. Standing near the cliff, she saw Ray. Again, watch for switching between dub names and sub names. Serena. What are you doing here? I thought you'd want this most of all. Ray. Serena, don't say that. Believe in yourself. This isn't real. Serena. But you're wrong. Everyone hates me. I don't even care about the Sailor Scouts. All I care about is eating and playing video games. Ray. Don't believe that. That black gas you saw, it's been making you hallucinate. I'm trying to help you and I performed a ritual to get myself inside the fantasy. That would have been fun to see. You got to think about this. You're Sailor Moon. Serena, why do you care about me? You hate me the most, even this is just a fantasy. In the real world you hate me. Hey, that's because I care about you so much. You're our leader. Sometimes leaders make mistakes and we need someone to encourage them to make the right choices. I'm your friend. Amy, Lita, Luna, Artemis and Sailor Venus are your friends too. And Tuxedo Mask loves you. Serena, Ray, dark male voice. She cannot be allowed. How to believe her? Stop that meddling Sailor Mars immediately. Okay. Voice. Giga Destroyer! Ray and Serena turn around and say Sailor Centauri floating in the air. Firing missiles, cannons, laser beams, guns, everything at Ray. Again. There is no trace where left. Serena. Sailor Centauri, what have you done? Serena ran over to where Ray was. All that was there was a smouldering pile of rock. Sailor Centauri. She was trying to deceive you, lead you in the wrong direction. You have to jump. You have to make the world better without you. Sailor Centauri quickly detransformed back into Ryusu. Serena. No, I don't. I need to live. She looked into his cold blue eyes. Serena. Wait a second. I do know you. I don't know what it is, but every time I see your face. Ryusu. Too late, Sailor Brat. Serena. Who are you? Ryusu turned back to Sailor Centauri and fired an energy blast at Serena, throwing off the cliff. Webmaster. Beware the sirens of time. Okay, this is definitely a rip-off of that Doctor Who audio of the same name. Hey, I should have realised it, you know, the Lusitania, the various anachronisms. And this is where it gets really, probably where it gets really derivative. Soldier, the citizens of Calford will have no quarrel with you. But be regret, there must not be not witnesses. Must be not witnesses? What? Ty, who's ever done this? Really wants us dead. Says Centauri. Beware the sirens of time. All of a sudden the three groups shimmered and glowed. They teleported. Ash, Misty and Tracy, and Ty, Matt, Izzy, Sora, Mimi, Joe, Tate, EK, Kat, Ari and Serena, Amy, Ray, Lita, Mina. I think that's Sailor Venus' real name. How do you think or do you know? I mean, it's obviously her real name. Yeah, I probably should pick something, a different PMG. No. how Luna and Artemis are still teleported where... the headquarters of the webmaster. Three groups slowly opened their eyes. All gasping, they looked at one another. Serena, I know who you are, but I won't let you take me. Moon Prism Power! Serena suddenly realized he wasn't transforming. She tried again, but she couldn't turn into Sailor Moon. Agumon. Agumon Digivolve too. Hey, I'm not Greymon. Agumon felt his stomach. He wasn't hungry and the Digivice was reacting, but he wasn't Digivolving. Pika. Pika! Pikachu suddenly fainted. Ash. Pikachu! Ash grabbed his Pika Pal. Pika Pal? Really? As he slowly fainted. Togepi soon began to lose energy as well. Luna. Alright, you 11, we demand an explanation. Again with a misspelling of explanation. Joe, we could demand you the same. Ash. What have you people done to my Pikachu? Misty. Yeah, and my Togepi. The three groups growled and scowled at each other. Suddenly a green clear hologram appeared in front of them all. It was of the webmaster. Hologram. To the people here, my name is a webmaster. You 16 children represent the best of the best. Sailor Scouts, the Digidestined, and the legends of the Pokeworld. Tracy is a legend of the Pokeworld. I doubt many would agree. Magnum has different names and different purposes, but who I am is most important. There are webs that control the lives of every person of every parallel dimension of this universe. Recently, some evil force began to merge three different dimensions together. You people's three dimensions. Shouldn't it be your dimensions? I attempted to assist, but sadly I was captured by the enemy. If you discovered your abilities have been drained and cannot do as you prophesied, it is because the enemy has created a field of evil so powerful you cannot have your Pokemon battle, your Digimon Digivolve, and cannot transform into the Sailor Scouts. There is a crystal that belongs to the enemy. It is the source of the evil. To better understand what has happened, to create the chaos and disorder that has happened between your three groups, I shall now let you share your experience. A small device came up and shot a blue beam at the three groups. Flashbacks. Lewis. Hang on, I'm getting us out of here. Decree. We strike you down in the name of all that is good in the universe. Misty. Sandcroft, you're some kind of... Sandcroft. War criminal. A long time ago. A lifetime ago. Tracy. Hopefully somewhere we can... hello, we're here by accident. Soldier. Citizens of Calvador have no quarrel with you, but we regret there must be no witnesses. Lewis. Not everything is as it seems. Sora. We must be somewhere in the middle of the First World War. Ty. Now what? Sora. Plan B. Captain. What are you going to do now? Sora? Ryusu. World would be a lot better off without you, Serena. Steel Mask. I don't care about you. I just didn't want another innocent person. Wait. It's a dream. A hallucination. If you jump, your brain will think it's real and kill you. Serena Sailor Centauri. Giga Destroyer! Serena, who are you? Sailor Centauri. Beware the Sirens of Time. End flashbacks. Tracy. Sirens of Time. Artemis. Knights of Balasia. Joe. Never heard of them. Either. Yeah, that's because they hail from Doctor Who, not from Digimon, Pokemon, or Sailor Moon. Ami. Correct, but obviously those three people we each encountered, Louis, Louise, and Ryusu, they're not what they seem to be. Izzy. This facility looks like it hasn't been used in years. Maybe I can hook up my computer and find out what's happening. As Izzy prepared, Mimi went over to Misty. Mimi, where did you get those clothes? They look horrible in a fashion sense anyway. Misty, hey, I like these clothes. You can just buzz off, hat girl. Palmon, hey, do you want to say something about my Mimi? Lita jumped in front of him. Hey, this won't get us anywhere. Misty, buzz off, you old hag. Lita looked at her then twitched. Lita, no one, but no one. The other Sailor Scout suddenly grabbed her as Lita continually shouted, let me go, let me at her. See, that is how you generally write fics, not as a really terrible script. Izzy, finished. Everyone suddenly turned to Izzy. Main screen of a webmaster's computer lit it up. Images of Crystal Tokyo appeared, being ravaged by a battle between a virus Metal Greymon and some Negaverse monsters. Mina, it's a war zone out there. What happened to our home? Crystal Tokyo isn't their home in Season 1. Or any season, it's their home in the future post-season. Suddenly the scene switched to Pallet Town in ruins. Ash, my hometown, what happened to it? Once more the scene switched to the digital world. Elecmon was running with other small Digimon as Gigadramon bombed and continued Ursele. There did not need to be an E matter in a post-apocalyptic war zone. TK, what happened? Elecmon, run for it. I think this enemy is responsible for all of this. Who could it be? And without the Sailor Scout's transformation powers and your Digimon and Pokemon's attacks, what are we to do? Izzy, got bigger problems. Radar seems to indicate several unknown vehicles coming this way. I recommend we hide. Either. No way, we stay and fight. Tai. Yeah, time has come to face this enemy. Serena began crying for her mommy, and Mimi, Misty and Ray called her a crybaby. I don't think he even knew how to tell it. Show, not tell. Artemis, the only logical strategy is a tactical retreat. That sentence did not have a capital letter at the start. We must get out of here. With grunts of anger, the three groups ran off and hid inside a nearby room. The door to the main room blasted open and a woman appeared. She had brown hair, long fingernails, and a purple dress. Soldier, in the name of Sancroft, first knight of Valacia, I welcome you to a webmaster's former domain. Asked, Sancroft? Woman, has the damage to a webmaster's cell been repaired? Soldier, yes, my queen. Woman, this is what happens every time I leave this cursed place. The entire world has fallen. Time itself has been conquered, but there's no work more important than what we do here. Now begin. Soldier 2, my queen, I am detecting human life signs in this place. Woman, what? Show me the readings. Luna, looks like we've been found out. Kari, who is that old woman? Iris, I can hardly believe it myself, but I think it's Queen Beryl. Beryl, why did we not detect them on approach? Yeah, I've actually started doing a voice since I realised who it was. More incompetence! And he spelt that with an A instead of an E. Find them! I want them found and brought to me alive! Is that understood? Pentamon, I think we should leave. The three groups didn't have to be told twice. They began running for their lives away from the room. Soldier, there they are, my queen. Beryl, get them! Matt, we finally got away from them. The 18 were gasping for breath. I've lost my place. Ask, I've never seen Pikachu so weak. Wrong version of weak there. I hope he'll be alright. Hi, don't worry kid, we'll get your mouse back up. Ash, his name is Pikachu. Soldier, halt! Everyone turned ahead and saw the guards ahead of them. Soldier, you will accompany me to our rulers. Go. Queen Beryl. I meet the infamous Sailor Scouts at last, and their compatriots, potentially destined in the legends of the Poke world. Gomamon, how do you know who we are? Beryl, with the help of my ally, allow me first to introduce Skull Devimon. A large demon-like Digimon stepped out of the shadows. He was entirely bone, but the bones were black and had horrifying bone rings. Tai, is that Devimon? Devimon, yes, I am the same one you knew. Patamon, but I destroyed you as Angemon. Digimon Analyzer. Skull Devimon is a Mega Digimon form of Dead Evimon. His body is made of pure evil and its attack is gated by pentagram. Devimon, not destroyed, merely lost. I was sucked into the same black hole as Edimon was. I gathered my energy, but I could not escape. A mysterious creature version helped me to escape the void, and the creature and I escaped into a Negaverse where we met Beryl. Asked, just where is this creature of yours? Dark metallic voice. Right here, catch 'em. Everyone on held their breath. What was to come out? They expected a large, evil, hideous creature. When they saw the creature, their face fell. It was an enemy face fault. It was about 2 feet tall and green and white. Its eyes had black triangles around them and angel-like small wing arms, 2 antennae on its head and a long tail. Creature, I am Celebi! And he misspells that with an S instead of a C throughout. Fast pulled out his Pokédex of the creature. Dexter, Celebi, the alien time-traveling Pokemon. No, I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. No other information available. Celebi, I am the rarest Pokemon on the Poké Dimension. I was the one who helped Devimon escape. Well, it's time to show you how we conquered your pathetic universes. First, let me show you what happened each time. Beryl snapped her fingers and a holographic view screen appeared. Misty, Sandcrop, you're some kind of Sandcrop. War criminal, a long time ago. A lifetime ago. Beryl, and after the assassins came in, catch them. Tell us what you did. Ash, you're so smart, you tell us. Beryl, very well. You three used your Pokemon to repel the assassins and keep them away forever. Sandcroft returned to his life imprisonment on the island, survived so that we, the now future Knights of Valacia, could reclaim and begin a second glorious campaign around the universe. Celebi, now for a Digi-destined story. Lieutenant, Captain, the American ship Lusitania is approaching. If you do not dive immediately, you will be killed. Captain, very well, get us away from here. Celebi, you're unaware that while you were so frantic about escaping, you were preventing the German submarine U-20 from sinking the American ship Lusitania. Group Freight Out for mode, Sora. I was thinking it'd be Lusitania. It's what I'd encourage the Americans to enter World War One. Ty, you mean we changed the course of the First World War? Selby, oh please, don't be so worried. The war was largely unchanged. But do you know who this person is? An image appeared on the screen of a man in a lab coat. Amy recognized his picture. Amy, Alexander Fleming, Matt. He discovered penicillin. Selby, murdered in 1917 by a man from Lusitania. Sometime before he might have made that discovery. Beryl, no penicillin, no antibiotics. Devon, no cure for a mutated form of laryngitis. And he misspelled that with an E. Influenza that ravaged the globe. Survivors never developed space travel. The planet was conquered in the year 1934. Serena, on my term, hallucination. Wait, this is a hallucination, but if you throw yourself off the cliff, you will really die. You cannot let us down, says Centauri. Giga Destroyer! Devimon, you were so close to the truth on this point, for it would uncover and expose as a matter of victory had been because of some other hapless fool. Well, you played right into our plans. These three events were major nexus points of the continuum. Events made us the rulers of time itself. Yeah, it is definitely just the Doctor Who story, the Sirens of Time. Three groups scowled at the three. Mina, I hope you enjoyed gloating. Selby, it has been a last pleasure. Kari, why your last? Devimon, this room is sealed, no one can hear us. Bell, there have been some side effect of using the webmaster in our temple travels. Gatomon, side effects? Bell, we call it the curse of webmaster. Wait, so the webmaster is the one responsible for it? Devimon, by design or mistake, we'll never know. Beryl, every creature in our empire is diseased. That's not how you spell disease. Diseased. It's with an E, not an E. By radiation from a webmaster. Everyone who feels it has spread the disease outwards. We drain worlds of their life force energy to continue our own struggle for life, but we all know in our hearts that it is fruitless. Luna, so what do you want us to do? Selby, I want you to take your webmaster's temple ship. Go back and correct each of these mistakes. Tracy, when you wouldn't... Devon, we would never have gotten these horrible curses. We will continue our own without having to deal with the horror of our coming death. Well, so go, and please save us. And while you're at it, save yourself. Izzy, this device is complicated. Amy, could you please assist me? Amy, okay, Izzy. Amy and Izzy began to work with the temple base controls. Those two really seem to have hit it off. Somehow. Serena, you don't understand one thing, kid. Izzy's a kid, and Amy's a teenager. We just have similar minds, that's all. Ty, there's still some things that don't make sense. Louise, and Ryusu. We know they were the webmaster, but nothing Bell or any of them said anything about managing to take control of him to change the path. There's the fact that we made those horrible mistakes, even though we know his group out of save the future in one dimension or another. I have no idea what he was trying to say there. Leader, we thought we were making the right choices. Obviously we didn't. Misty, I have a hard time believing that. Each time we were cut off from friends or allies. In fact we didn't understand the full situation. Amy, oh blast. Mimi, what is it? Izzy, you are discussion. Perhaps yours in you are abbreviated, not your. Or as in it belongs to you. I'm afraid it's a little academic. The time Corvette powers be since the latest is burnt out. We aren't going anywhere, Beryl. And all we had hoped and dreamed for, gone. Not exactly, Queen Beryl. We had an idea. Devimon. No, you can't ask us to simply bring you there. The disease may spread to you and then back to us again. Lizzie, actually, we have something else in mind. We're thinking of using the webmaster. Selby, the webmaster? Yes, we can explain the situation to him and he can help fix time. The scouts of Medici Destiny are already with him, Beryl. No, they can't be allowed to release him. You say the others are with him now? Yes, we thought it would save some time. Devimon. Knight Commander Solomon. Humans and Digimon are at liberty in the temple and chamber. Restrain them immediately, Misty. We thought you... Selby. Guards. The guards rushed in. Selby. Restrain these humans. Bring a life force extraction here immediately. Lazy. No, it's just no pleasing some people. Izzy, it'll be done in just a minute. Amy was over by a black crystal. Serena, what are you doing, Amy? Amy, in case Belle and her friends don't agree with our plan, I think we can just shatter this crystal and fight them. Ty, Agumon, on my signal, use your fire to blast Black Crystal. Agumon, right away, Ty. Izzy, and done. Webmaster. Serena, Sailor Moon, beware the signs of time. Luna, yes, we already know. Webmaster, we need your help. Webmaster, beware the signs of time. Beware Beryl, Devimon, and Celebi. Mimi. What did he say? Suddenly the doors burst open and guards swarmed in. Agumon, Pepper Breath. And that's only partially capitalized. Diamond, Spiral Twister. Gabumon, Blue Blaster. 3 Digimon's attacks knocked the guards away. Matt, now Webmaster, what do you mean? Beware Beryl, Celebi, and Devimon. Webmaster, Queen Beryl, Celebi, Skullduggermon, Louise, and Reus are all manifesting agents of the time sirens who feed on the energies of chaos. Artemis, energies of chaos? Webmaster, Distorians among time. My job is to make sure the sirens never made distortions that could give them enough energy to break free from their energy bodies. The accidental distortions of time cause enough energy to break them partially free. We used to create a temporal time loop known as Full Circle. Went back and made sure these events would happen by creating an alliance between the three evil forces. In reality, they are not the real enemies, but sirens of time are. Sora, Beryl's contacting us on the hollow screen thingy. An image of the three evil forces and a tied up Ash, Misty, and Brock. Where did Brock come from? I thought it was Tracy. Weird. Well, Digi-Destined and Sailor Scouts, I have your fellow companions with me. I also have a life force extraction unit. If you do not get away from a webmaster immediately, I will extract their life. Mike, but that is definitely not what I do not call friendly. Ty, you guys alright? Ash, yeah, but both three seem to have switched sides. Celebi, Digi-Destined, Sailor Scouts, do not tamper with the webmaster. Together we'll find a way to fix the core of the time ship. Nina, Celebi, if I didn't know any better, I'd say the webmaster was going to tell us something you didn't want us to know. No, we're only trying to protect you from it. The webmaster is an evil, deceitful creature, responsible for the deaths of our people. Okay, I'm half willing to take back the Mary Sue comment. Matt, your people? I don't think so, Beryl. Beryl, what do you mean? Joe, we know who you are. Beryl, I am Queen Beryl, ruler of the glorious Second Empire, the Knights of Balaisha. Ash, an empire you apparently want us to destroy. Mina, take up the masked sirens. Beryl, no! Beryl collapsed and began sobbing. Ray, crocodile tears. Leader, no idea of the sirens of time, but he wants to release another wave of energy of chaos at you. Suddenly, Skullduggermon, Celebi, and Queen Beryl fade into pure round light, yellow, green, and black. Yellow energy. We are the sirens of time, Serena. That's better, creep. Green energy. We know you. You have always known you. Black energy. You know that you will not allow the destruction of all time. It is not in your natures. Luna, you've got a point there. We have no choice. Webmaster. No, only if you do as they ask will you have no choice. You've already responded to the siren's call once. If you do it again, you'll be their eternal slaves. Then, when you've repaired the damage to a web of dimensions, they will make you cause distortion upon distortion in the universes, releasing the ultimate amount of energy for the sirens and creating a maelstrom of chaos and horror in the universes. Only the energy balls return to Beryl, Celebi, and Devimon. But remember, we are giving you a chance to repair the damage you've done. Ash, it's only because you lured us to your precious nexus points, and each time you're there, it is in a new guise ready for you. Ty, purging on us, assisting us. Serena, suckling us, assembly pushing us in the right direction. Misty, barring our return to our friends, forcing us to stay. Well, if you do not comply to us immediately, I will destroy the legends of the Poké World. The release of energy will be most satisfying. Tracy, no, wait to start. Three suddenly become encompasses the life force extraction unit, slowly extracting their very life. No shit. Honest, now what are we going to do? Ty, the only thing we can do to help. Agumon, now! Agumon, Pepper Breath! Agumon's flame breathed fired at the black crystal, shattering it. Wave after wave of energy hit each of our heroes and their Digimon. Pikachu, Pikachu awoke from his faint sleep. He jumped up at Beryl and did a quick thunder shock on her. Then proceeded to thunderbolt the life force extraction unit, blowing it up. Three gasps of breath as Pikachu bit away the rope that was holding them. Ty, time to reinforce the cavalry. Let's go, Digimon! Digi-Destined Digivice and tags into blow. Agumon! Warp Digivolve 2! War Greymon! Gabumon! Warp Digivolve 2! Metal Garurumon! Tentomon! Digivolve 2! Kabuterimon! Patamon Digivolve 2! Angemon! Biomon Digivolve 2! Birdragon! Paramon Digivolve 2! Togemon!
Gomamon Digivolve 2, Ikakukumon, Gatomon on Digivolve 2, Angewamon, on Kabuterimon Digivolve 2, Mega Kabuterimon, Bidramon Digivolve 2, Garudamon, Togemon Digivolve 2, Lilymon, Ikakumon Digivolve 2, Zudomon, Angemon Digivolve 2, Magna Angemon. Groups of Digimon jumped up into the main chamber of the evil eyes. Luna, girls, it's your turn. Moon, Prism, power! Mercury, power! Mars, power! Jupiter, power! Venus, power! 5 Sailor Scouts have their bodies and belts in energy and quickly became Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, and Sailor Venus. And Sailor Moon jumped in front of everyone. Hey Moon, I am Sailor Moon, champion of justice! I will right wrongs and triumph over evil, and that means you, nigger scum. And that website that compares the dub and sub of Sailor Moon instantly he declares that this episode is unfaithful to the original. Oh, as Mr. and Tracy face fell. Again, its face faltered. Asked, man, she's worse than Team Rocket, Sailor Moon. Who? Asked, Charizard, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Lapras, I choose you. Misty, Starmie, Goldeen, oh, maybe not Psyduck. Tracy, Meryl, Venonat, Cypher, Go. Wait, what happened to Snorlax? Then 10 Pokemon jumped out onto the field, Pikachu in front of them all. Of course, Pikachu was more worried about that fact. Devimon, so you want to take on the Science of Time, eh? Prepare to meet your death, stupid children!
Sorry for the science bearer, just spitting something out. I'm going to continue in you now. The three evil forces in front of him suddenly transformed back into the Sirens. Wargreymon, Terror Force! Wargreymon absorbed the energy around his claws and fired him at the Black Siren with no effect. Metal Garurumon, Ice Wolf Claw! Missiles fired out of Metal Garurumon like mad, all hitting the Green Siren, but they didn't even flinch it. Suddenly the three Sirens began to merge together. They turned into a gigantic Golden Siren! Artemis, everyone attack at once, it may be our only chance. Terror Force, Ice Wolf Claw, Garudamon, Wind Blade, Mega Kabuterimon, Horn Blaster, Zudomon, Vulcan's Hammer, Lilymon, Flower Cannon, Angewomon, Heaven's Charm, Manga Angenomon, Age of Destiny, Sailor Moon, Moon Tiara, Magic, Sailor Mercury, Mercury Bubbles, you forgot the Blast, Sailor Mars, Mars Fireball Ignite! It's Mars Fire Ignite. She also has Mars Fireball Charge, so I can see why you get confused. Sailor Jupiter, Jupiter Thunder Crash! Venus Crescent Beam Smash! Ask all of you, Thunderbolt, Water Gun, Ice Beam, Flamethrower and Razor Leaf. The capitalization is all over the place here. Misty, all of you, Water Gun! Tracy, Water Gun, Psy Beam and Hyper Beam. Does Cypher know Hyper Beam? I don't remember. Each Pokemon complied, flying their attacks. It was utterly beautiful. Every attack of the greatest heroes of the universe were launching their most brutal attacks against the unified enemy of pure evil. Suddenly the explosion of all the attacks knocked them all back. The group slowly got up, only to see the time siren still floating. Siren, you foolish children! You seriously thought you could defeat the Sirens of Time? You have stood in our way for the last time! Voice, not so fast, scum! Everyone turned their heads. Standing on our roof was the Webmaster. He jumped down 20 stories and landed perfectly fine. Webmaster, my transformation pen now. Una suddenly grabbed the Tailor Centauri transformation pen and threw it to a Webmaster. I have seen everything I said about him not being a Mary Sue. Webmaster, the GS ball, now catch him. As got his bag around and pulled out the GS Pokeball. All and threw it to the Webmaster. Webmaster then put the end of a pen into the GS ball locking clamp. They fit perfectly together. Webmaster, my Digivice, now! Ty grabbed the Digivice belonging to Luis and threw it to him. Webmaster fastened the Digivice onto the part just below a pen's top symbol. Webmaster, Alpha Centauri, power! Suddenly the pen, the Digivice and the GS ball reacted, shooting energy beams into the Webmaster.
Armor swarmed around him and the symbol of a Pokeball appeared on his chest plate. The symbol of a Digivice came onto his back plate and the armor glowed golden. Webmaster floated to the siren. Webmaster, visible Webmaster, President-elect of the High Council of Time Lords, Keeper of the Legacy of Rassilon, Defender of the Lords of Time, Sailor Centauri, Digi, Destiny, Grand...
Okay, you're definitely stealing from Doctor Who now.
Now, I call upon you to surrender yourself to a judgment of time. Siren,
your appearance is as inconstant as your intelligence, Webmaster. The sirens of time cannot be destroyed.
If I knew he was going to rip off Doctor Who this badly, I would have made the Siren a Davros impression.
Webmaster, but I can contain you. Moon jumped behind him. Luna, you can't do that. You condemn yourself to eternal struggle. Webmaster, that's the will of time and so be it. Goodbye, my friends. I will never forget you, but the experience will be best for you to be forgotten. Webmaster suddenly gathered energy around him. Webmaster,
Giga Time Destroyer!
He suddenly flew into a time siren, never to be seen from, but from isn't necessary again. Soldier, Sandcroft, first knight of Valacia. Sandcroft, guilty as charged. Soldier, here is decree recorded onto his tape. Sandcroft, what are you trying to do? Bore me to death? I'm sick of hearing speeches. You know what I did was wrong, but at the time it was an adventure. I've lived and let life go on. Get on with it. The soldiers assassinated Sandcroft. Captain, fire torpedoes! The U-20 fired several torpedoes into the Lusitania's hull, blowing it to pieces. Men and women screamed they tried to get away on lifeboats. Serena was late for school once more. Serena, I'm gonna be late! Suddenly a black wind enveloped her for a moment and went away. Huh? What was that? She shrugged it off and went to school. That night, scurried back, she was a moon princess. She and the other Sailor Scouts had been trying to find the whole time. The end. Oh. Yes, so not only did the dude fairly blatantly rip off a Doctor Who audio for something that's very blatantly divorced from Doctor Who as a concept, but there wasn't a lot of interaction between the characters, and most of them came off as fairly generic. And I'm glad that Linkara has moved on to better things, otherwise I'd be constantly holding this over his head. Anyway, that's been all for today. Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope to see you again soon.